For this project, you'll be working in teams. And you know, because we've worked for many years, what it looks like to work in a team. I'm going to charge you with the idea of making a team contract. When working in project-based learning, establishing teams is really critical, and in order for the group of students to work together successfully, we create a team contract. You're going to write down what is important for you to work together, how are you going to work together, how are you going to ensure that you meet the standards for this project. Before creating a team contract, I start as a whole group and really discuss the purpose of it. I never want an activity such as creating a team contract to become just something we do without a purpose. So students begin by sharing the importance in their own words of a team contract. Who has some ideas? Why is it going to be important that we establish a team contract?
So some people don't get out of just doing like minimal effort, so everyone knows that they have to do an equal amount of work.
Probably to have some ground rules and know a basis of what we're supposed to do.
And that's, the contract helps with that because you're agreeing, I realize that I am having to work on 1/3 or half or a quarter of this project.
There's one more piece I want to add. What happens if your team is not working well?
I would talk to your teammates about it and all together, hey, I don't really feel like it's balanced, the teamwork is balanced, maybe we could change it up, or if it's really out of control, bring up an advisor.
So at this point, you'll break into writing your team contracts. You can use paper, you can type it up on your iPads if you choose, but really come to an agreement and make sure that you're listening to one another and having productive conversations as you write this. So I see that you have a pretty strong contract going here. Can you share some of the things that you've agreed and promised with each other?
We agreed to put our best attitude for our best workout, all do equal amounts of work.
I see, Michaela, you're talking about communicate effectively. Effectively is a really tough word. What does effective communication look like to this group?
To make sure that we all know what's expected so that we're communicating you never told me I was supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Well, we all talked about it, so then we all know what is expected, so that's effective communication for our group.
But in the end, something important is two pieces. One, thinking about what happens if our team is not working well. And the students address that within their team contract, what they will do. The second thing is ensuring that every member signs it, so they take ownership of their team contract. Throughout the project, it's important to continue revisiting the team contract. I like to do that after a couple of days of teams working together to ensure that they have a rhythm, but then the team contract allows conversations for what's going well, any areas they might want to add, ideas they want to add to their contract, and how they can move forward with my support and with the support of the rest of their teammates.
Completing our goals. We've been caught up. We fell behind a little bit, but we've caught up with a little bit extra work out of school.